What's up? I'm Ashley, and we're going to be breaking down The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. But first, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, let's get into it. Because this episode was a lot. I could barely breathe watching it, and it's only episode 2. The episode starts off with Abby having a dream about the day her father died. In this dream, there's two Abbys. One of them is telling herself not to go inside, his brains are all over the floor. But the other one tells herself she's lying and she goes in anyway. Then she wakes up inside of this mansion overlooking Jackson. Her and Owen decide that they're all going to take shifts to take watch just in case a patrol gets too close. When everyone else wakes up, they're shocked to find out that Jackson is an actual city and not just tents everywhere. They're planning to attack and hold people hostage and make them tell them who Joel is. But the plan don't make no sense. It's only like 5 of them against the whole town. Since they're taking shifts, it's Abby's turn to take watch, but while she's outside, Owen tells everyone else that his plan is to convince her to go back because the only people who's about to die are them if they go out there and try to attack those people. Jesse goes over Ellie's house to wake her up for the 8 a.m. patrol. He jokes with her and tells her, I heard you had quite the night. She immediately starts apologizing, thinking he's talking about the kiss, and tells him that it meant nothing. Dina was just being Dina. He's like, what? You kissed her? Psych. He don't even care about the kiss. He was just playing. As they're walking to get ready for their patrol, Jesse tells her the council put the town on alert because last night they found a pile of dead infected near 7 cabins and they were frozen stiff. On top of that, 30 live ones broke through the corpses using their own dead like insulation. Ellie tells Jesse, no offense, but I'm gonna do my patrol with Joel. He tells her he already left with Dina. She starts to explain to Jesse her and Joel's complicated and confusing relationship. I know I was just mad at him, but what me and him got going on is complicated. I'm still me, he's still Joel, and nothing's gonna change that ever. So you all can stop talking about us, worrying about us, and thinking about us. Alright? And that just makes everything even sadder knowing what's gonna happen by the end of the episode. They both go inside the restaurant where Tommy has gathered a crowd together, explaining to them what to do if they were to get attacked. Kids and old people go inside the basement, and everybody else get on top of the roof and get your guns ready and stay off the main road. I find it funny once everything went down, Tommy was on the main road after he told everybody to stay off of it. Maria brings Ellie over to homophobe Seth so he can apologize to her. He told her he had just a little too much to drink and made her and Jesse some sandwiches for their patrol. She wasn't trying to hear it. Me either. How about you stick that apology up, yo? As Ellie and Jesse leave the restaurant, they notice a storm is coming, but they don't think it's anything to worry about. And just when I want so much revenge I can't even think straight, Abby is about to go back inside the house. She hears Jesse's and Ellie's horse neigh. So she turns around and starts making her way down the mountain. But right after that, Tommy gets a call on his walkie-talkie saying that the visibility is low and to have everyone that's out on patrol come back to camp. That's when Amy walkies Jesse and Ellie to tell them to come back because the storm is getting wild. He tells her they're too far out to go back, but he knows somewhere they can stay. They secure their horses in this shed with some food. Then the two of them make their way over to this convenience store that was actually turned into Eugene's dispensary. He had it lit up in there. Ellie finds Eugene's Firefly dog tag. Him being a Firefly was a surprise to her. But she's starting to piece everything together now. While Jesse is talking about how Eugene used to be in Vietnam, survived all those wars just to get taken out by Joel. But Ellie's figuring out just why Joel had to put down Eugene. While Abby is trying to creep up on Jesse and Ellie, she falls her little dumb self down the mountain, triggering all the infected that's underneath the snow. She set it off. Now it's a horde. Now she running. Infected out here wild. They loose. Lord, look at them running. I wouldn't make it. R.I.P. to me that day. When she was climbing up the ladder, I was hoping she fell. I said, girl, fall. But she made it out of that. Then she got caught up in this fence, but was able to make her way out of that. I don't know how she keeps surviving. And just as one infected took her down and was about to bite her, here come Joel to the rescue. Pow! Shot it in the head. Now she's safe. Why he gotta go and do that for? He takes her inside of this building, and when Dina calls out Joel's name, Abby knows she got him. Got him right where she want him. Lord Jesus. They're trapped inside because all the infected are out there thanks to Abby. So now they're trying to figure out what to do. So Abby tells them that her friends are in a lodge halfway up the mountain. If all the infected are down here, maybe there aren't any more up there. Joe says, okay, cool. Are your friends armed? She says, yes. He's like, good. We're gonna need it. Oh no! He tells her to hop on the horse and they all make their way up the mountain to his doom. Tommy checks in with Amy to make sure that everyone who was out there patrolling is on their way back. She's like, yeah, they're either making their way back or they found shelter, except for Joel and Dina. He's like, what? Except Joel? Joel and Dina? He has her try them again, but there's still no answer. He tells her to try every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds! As he walks out the door and tries to figure out something. Amy then contacts Jesse and Ellie to ask them have they seen or heard from Joel or Dina, but they can barely hear her. Those walkie-talkies suck. They need new ones. It could be because of the weather, but they still suck. He can barely understand her, but he and Ellie know something is wrong, so they run out of there to try to go find Joel and Dina. Meanwhile, things keep getting worse and worse. While the construction workers are outside working, one of them cuts open the pipe and finds roots in there, moving around. This redirects the Horde to Jackson and waking up even more infected along the way. The Horde is approaching Jackson fast. They're about 5 minutes out. So everybody in town is running around, ringing the bell, trying to get prepared. Tommy riding on his horse with his blowhorn, telling everybody to get inside, get in the basement, take cover, they coming. Everyone executes the plan. Everyone who knows they need to run and hide and get in the basement are running and hiding and getting inside the basement. And everyone else who knows they need to be on the roof are on the roof getting ready to fight. So everyone on the roof is blasting on them, lighting them up, set them on fire. I said, ooh, I can't breathe. This scary. We cut to Joel, Dina, and Abby still making their way up the mountain when Joel considers going back into town once he sees all the chaos that's happening from afar. Fire in the air, bombs going off, but Abby convinces him to keep on going, they're almost there. We cut back to the Horde, and oh my god, look at this. This one looked like it started off the infection. The one from the beginning of time. Soon as I see this, I'm passing out. Ain't no more shooting for me. It's a bloater, and it sure is bloated. Tommy and a few other people make their way out to the main street with their flame blowers. It has taken a few of the infected out, but then here come the bloater. Here he come. When Tommy notices the bloater is making his way to his wife, Tommy distracts it and makes it follow him. Tommy ran off somewhere in the cut where nobody else is at, and now it's just him against the bloater. So now they're both head to head, and I said, somebody help Tommy! The fire wasn't working. I was at home clutching my invisible pearls. But after a long while, he was finally able to kill it. His wife Maria was putting in work too. She let the dogs out on him, and that helped them out a lot. Thank God for dogs. They really are amazing. Joel, Dina, and Abby finally make it up to the house of Joel's doom. At first, Abby seems like she's going to help them because Dina has really bad frostbite. She introduces them to everyone. She's like, this is Dina, and this is Joel. Everybody knew what was up, except for Joel, of course, and Dina. Oh, but they quickly found out. They took their guns out, got them at gunpoint now. They don't want to hurt Dina. They're not after her. They just give her something to knock her out for an hour. Abby shot Joel in the knee with a shotgun, and he took it like a G. She has one of her little friends tie his knee up so he won't bleed out because she wants to torture him. After she reveals to him who she is and how he killed her unarmed father, who's a surgeon who was a firefly, she picks up a golf club and starts beating him in the knee with it after she just shot him in the knee. While all this is happening, you can tell her friends don't really want to do this, but they're just going along with it. Joel went out like a G. Right before she started beating him in the leg with the golf club, she's like, I've been waiting so long. He cut her off and said, oh, shut up and do it already. She thought she ate when she said, stupid old man, you don't get to rush this. Shut up. Ellie ends up finding out where Joel and Dina are because their horses are posted outside. But by the time she get there, it's already too late. At this point, Abby is literally beating his face in with her fist. When Ellie walks in the room and finds Joel on the ground, bleeding from his face, down and out, she can't believe her eyes. Her instinct is to attack and go in there shooting, but they knock her down before she even gets the chance to. But she was able to cut this guy across his head, and he want to be mad about that. While they're holding Ellie down on the ground, she's begging for Joel to get up. Get up, Joel. Please, get up. You can tell he wants to, he's trying for her, but he's only able to barely move his hand. What makes it even sadder, because it's already sad, they're staring in each other's eyes as she's crying out for him to get up. Then Abby go over there and picks up this metal rod. Now Ellie begging her not to do it, but Abby does it anyway. She sticks the metal rod into Joel's neck, killing him. R.I.P. Joel. Ellie tells them all that she's gonna kill them, they're all gonna die, and Manny, already mad because he got cut in the face, goes over and kicks her in the stomach. Now, I got beef with Manny too, not just Abby. Ellie crawls over next to him, and we get this shot of her grieving next to him on the floor. Abby and her crew, the ex-Fireflies, whatever you want to call them, they don't even matter, has left the house and making their way to Jackson. Tommy and Maria reunite, thank God. They lost a lot of people, but they survived, and that's all that matters. I'm just dreading having to watch Tommy find out his brother was killed. Then it ends with Jesse, Dina, and Ellie bringing Joe's body back to town. Got him tied up and dragging from a horse. R.I.P. Joe. Now, if I was Abby, would I have done the same thing? Yes. But since I'm not her, I'm mad. Did Joe deserve to die? If I was Abby, I would have thought so. But since I'm not, I don't think so. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.